Hello there. Today I want to talk about how to increase attendance to your virtual events. Specifically, I'm talking about once they register, how do you keep them from falling through the cracks? How do you increase your ratio of registrants to actual attendees? I do go into how to get those people to register in the first place in a different video. So today, I just wanted to briefly touch on this because there was a couple of real world examples recently that I wanted to bring into the fold and weave this all together to make sense to you. So first of all, there are two schools of thought on this. The first school of thought is build an idiot-proof system and you create a better idiot. This school of thought dictates that people need to be accountable for their own actions. They need to take responsibility. I'm going to give you this information once, and then it's on you to receive it and process it responsibly. Okay. I gave you my contact information once. I'm not going to give it to you again. So the other school of thought is give the contact information to them every single time. Make it easy. Make it as easy as possible for the other person to work with you. You, as the host of your event, have the responsibility to provide multiple redundant systems to ensure that the critical information is readily available through multiple forms of media. So all of these new forms of communication that we have out here are only making communication harder. You have social media platforms, you have email, texting, things like Slack, WhatsApp, the list goes on and on. And now, instead of knowing where to receive information, you need to be all over the place just to find the stuff, because you don't know how that person is going to communicate with you, and they don't know how you're going to communicate with them. So maybe establish that up front, but at the same time, I do have some tips that I would like to go over on how to increase your odds of making that connection successfully. So I myself am guilty of this lack of communication. I am constantly taking imperfect action and learning from my mistakes. So my point is, none of us are infallible, and we all need systems in place to make things easier for ourselves and others. We're all busy, frantic, distracted. We have a cajillion things going on, and others' priorities are not our priorities. So keep that in mind as we go through this. So an example of this. I have been in a coaching group for over a year, and I've barely attended the meetings. And it's not because I didn't want to, it's because it wasn't on my calendar. And on the flip side of things, I've hosted events and not had the speakers show up, and that's on me. I've been on both sides of the coin. Okay, I was an integral participant in a virtual event, and I didn't show up because it wasn't on my calendar. This is also on me because I should have been more diligent in setting up a system for myself. So I think I speak for millions of people out there when I say, if it's not on my calendar, it doesn't get done. So here are 5 things that you can use to increase the odds of attendance to your events or meetings, simply by making the information readily available and setting reminders. So the first one is Zoom registration. A lot of people just set a Zoom meeting link, meaning at the appointed time that the meeting is scheduled, somebody can click on that link and it'll take them directly to the Zoom room. Okay. The problem with this is if you're using that as your link, then somebody cannot go to the link in advance to try to set a reminder for themselves. Whereas with a registration page, you're not just taking their information, but you're creating a calendar, event, and you're setting up email reminders for the registrants. So there's multiple reasons for a registration page, because as soon as they register, they can click on a link that says add to calendar, and it'll add that to their calendar. Okay. And then they're also getting the email reminders from Zoom directly. So another one is Google Calendar itself. You can go onto Google Calendar, create your event, add the attendance link to that calendar entry. And then if you either email that link to that calendar entry to people, you publish it so it's public, and then you send people the link. So you can do it that way. So they click on that link and it takes them to that page where they have the option to save it to their calendar. So that's one way to do it. The other way to do it is to add recipients to the calendar event, like add their email addresses on there, and then save, and then they'll automatically have it populate on their Google Calendar. This is really cool because it's bypassing the need for emails. So definitely a great way to make sure you're in front of them. Okay. So also email itself. Send email reminders. The more, the better. At the very minimum, send at least a 24-hour notice reminder, an hour reminder, and then when it starts, send that third reminder. So minimum of 3. However, it's even better if you send them an email every day for 10 days leading up to the event. That makes sure you're getting top of mind, top of mind, top of mind, and you're also getting to the top of their inbox, because I don't know, I don't know about you, but I have so much email coming in at any given time that if it's not like within the first, well, let's just say if it's not on the first page of my inbox, I'm not going to see it. So sometimes very important things slip through because I'll receive one email. So, okay, a little side note about that. Some people, when it comes to email marketing, think that you should be emailing people daily. I think that unless there is a deadline for something coming up, you shouldn't be emailing people daily, because they're trying to receive those notifications for the things that are like, time sensitive. So if you're just sending me an email rambling on about your childhood, I'm going to delete it because I have more important things to read. So that's just my 2 cents there. So the next one is send text reminders. So when you're collecting people's information, it would be smart to have their name, email address, and their phone number. Now, I know that some people out there say that if you add the phone number there, it decreases people signing up because maybe they don't want to give you their phone number. If you ask for too much information up front, some people will be turned off and just say, screw it, I'm out. So you don't want to turn them off completely. So that's why I like to put the phone number on the form, but don't make it required. That way it's optional whether they give that to you or not. But if they do give it to you, then you can use text messaging to send additional reminders. So the next one is social media. So announce your event online on multiple social media platforms, right? Because if you are providing these free, valuable virtual events, you want to make an announcement about and promote them anyways. But it's great to do that the day of. And if you have Facebook group specifically for that, that's even better. So now you can post it on your profile, your business page, and inside of your group. I think that having a Facebook group connected to your virtual event is has multiple benefits, because having an increase in engagement with them leading up to the event is going to keep that buzz alive once you've caught their attention. And it's going to start creating that sense of community with the people, because it's not just a communication between them and you, it's a communication between them and the other participants in that event. So you can cater this group specifically for this event. You can have reminders, you can have, you can create this sizzle where you're kind of bringing up the energy as it gets closer and closer to the date. I'm so excited, we're getting closer and closer, I can't wait, tell me why you're excited, that kind of thing. So you're creating this buzz, and the people that are inside of that group, if they're excited and they go create a post or they go live or something, then that's going to create even more excitement, and it'll catch on like wildfire. Okay, so that is an added bonus for making the Facebook group, even though your Facebook group is primarily there to make sure that they get the reminders, that it's another way for them to receive notifications when the event goes live. And I also like to make it so that they can watch the replay in the Facebook group, because not everybody can attend live. No matter what you do, you're not going to get 100% attendance versus registration, unless you're a magician. So if you know somebody who has done that, please connect them with me. I'd love to know what they're doing. So now I've gone through the 5, but I do have one bonus one here, and that is have a home base for all of the information, like a online dashboard where they can click from their email or from their text or from the Facebook group onto that dashboard, and that dashboard will contain stuff about the event, information about the speakers, they can watch the replays, they can grab freebies, all of this stuff in one place. They can click on the button to attend the live Zoom meeting when it goes live, and it's all housed in one convenient location. The other advantage to this is if you keep sending people to this one link, you can go in, either automate it or just simply go in as time goes by and make changes to it so that the dashboard is evolving as the event progresses. So in other words, if you have time-sensitive things, like you can only watch the replay for 48 hours. So then the replay button will disappear after those 48 hours. And then if you want to say, this fast action bonus is happening today only, so then they can go to the dashboard and click on the fast action button to pick up those extra bonuses. And then that goes away. And then once the registration period is over, you can redirect where they're going to something else, like, well, you missed the event, but if you buy the VIP package, then you can still watch the replays and get access to the speaker gifts or something like that, right? There's lots of different things that you can do, and it's so convenient for you and the attendees if it's all on one place. There's no confusion. So a really, really awesome platform to do this is EventRaptor. And if you don't know about EventRaptor, I'm going to go ahead and put a link connected with this video wherever you're watching it. So look for that link and check it out, because they make it so the dashboard is super easy to create. They make it super easy for the registrants to come in and put in their information and add the links to their gifts, their free gifts or their VIP gifts in their app, in their bio. And that's all set up automatically on the dashboard. And then you can add your Zoom link so that the Zoom link is automatically on the dashboard. And it's also very easy for you to set up an email reminder sequence inside of EventRaptor as well. So it's like this all-in-one virtual event platform. So it's super, super awesome, super convenient for everybody. So yeah, definitely check that out. And thanks for watching. I hope that you got some value out of this, and good luck on your next virtual event. Thanks and have a great day.